Welcome. This is the podcast by Wake the Farm Up called Maintaining Ground. And I am your host, Ande the Elf. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else, guess what? Joro Weaver just came in and said hi. Hi everybody. I'm excited. Let's get this show started, right? How are you? Joro, your band is amazing. I'm really excited to ask you a bunch of questions. That'd be great. Thanks, band, for representing what we do. So we'll talk to the band too, but I'm excited to ask you some questions, so let's get into it. I'm really excited to answer some of these questions too. I look forward to hearing how this all comes together. Thanks, Joro.
Are you sure you're alright, Joro? Your voice sounds a little scratchy today. You might want to go get some tea.
Yeah, I'll probably drink some lemon juice and whatnot before we go and perform. It really enhances my voice. But I think that I might have to talk a little bit more about this competition with Gusta Doogle and what he's doing to our new forests. He's coming in and he's eating them all and he's spraying them with stuff and then he's eating them and he's even eating all the things that are growing in there and it's not even going to work out for me. So I think everybody kind of understands, maybe not all of our listeners understand quite yet though, but it seems apparently that Gusta Doogle has challenged Joro Weaver and her band, the New Forest, to a competition. It's a competition of wit, strength, endurance, and persistence, as well as any other thing that might come between two foes in a battle. That's right. So, how do you feel about this? Well, I think that with the backing of my band, we should be able to take this on. But I really hope the world will support us because Gusta Doogle has been eating whole entire cities, people and all. I don't know what's going to happen. There's just coming in and eating everything, trying to keep anything else from growing ever. And it's just seems like we're in this time where the borders are not really what they used to be. So many people down in Georgia, they didn't really like me when I first came, but I think they like me now. So what do you mean they didn't like you when you first came? Weren't you always in Georgia? No, actually I came from Asia. That's where I originally came from when I was walking around for the first time on my 8 legs. And I thought I'd come over to North America and just grow and spin webs and eat bugs. And I love to eat lots of different kinds of bugs. And that's just my favorite thing to do. So what's your average size that you like to get to? Well, I usually get to be about 3 to 4 inches wide. And that's, not that big, but I'm pretty colorful. So, people really like me, especially in Japan. Oh, wow. That's interesting. So in Japan, what kind of bugs do you eat? All kinds of them. Little cute bugs that are flying around. I just catch them and I eat them. Sometimes they play in my band, but it's all part of it, It's just part of how the whole ecology of it works, and it's how the music works. So I don't know what else to say. I'm just doing what I do. Yeah, well, I understand. Maybe we'll talk to some of your bandmates now. Just hear a little bit what they have to say about this whole situation. Maybe they'll share with us a little bit about their inspiration and where your guys' music comes from. Yeah, I think that'd be great. They're a great group. They're kind of goofy, but so am I. Sometimes you can't tell, because I'm kind of tired right now because we've been up all week playing 3 shows a day. Wow, that's amazing. 3 shows a day, people. Wow, Joro Weaver in the New Forest. Now we're going to go and talk with some of their band members. Thanks, Joro. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you all at one of our shows someday, if you like. That's right. If you like. I think most of us will like it here, except Gusta Doogle. I imagine he might listen to this at some point. But maybe we'll talk to him again here sometime, and we'll see what he says about Joro Weaver and the New Forest. All right, let's talk to some band members. I think first we got George here. George, tell me about where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Georgia.
What part?
Georgetown, right? Cornfield, Georgia.
I heard you were from Georgetown, and that they actually named town after you and your wife.
Yeah.
So what was that all about? Like, what's your wife's name?
Georgina.
Okay. What's your last name, George?
Georgette.
That's amazing. I've never seen something so Georgian.
Yeah.
How about you? What was your name again?
Hildeditch.
Hildeditch.
Yep.
All right. So, what's going on?
Well, I just moved out of my mom's basement, and now I'm living in the ditch. It's real nice.
When it rains, what do you do?
I cope.
Okay. Now, Twanka, what's your living situation like these days? Have you been living in a pretzel? Or a big shoe or something?
A pretzel.
So what's your favorite instrument to play in the band?
Pretzel.
You play a pretzel?
Yeah.
You only speak German, huh?
Pretzel.
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 Okay, let's go back here. George, do you know any German?
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
speak
my German friend, he speaks German.
Okay. So what do you think of Joro Weaver,
Oh, she's nice.
the leader of the band? Yeah, she's great, right?
Yeah.
Now what do you think of Gusta Doogle? Have you heard of Gusta Doogle? You know, Joro and Gusta Doogle are kind of like planning to go at it one-on-one. Who do you think will win?
I really don't know.
Well, statistics are saying right now that Gusta Doogle might eat her, but
Nah, I bet $12 that my leader Joro is gonna win.
your band leader Joro is going to win.
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm real loyal to her.
Is there any data showing that Joro Weaver should be able to beat Gusta Doogle?
What is that darn data?
Do you know about the data?
Studies show that George Dill's gonna win.
Do you think Gusta Doogle?
Doogle.
You're up for your bandmate Joro Weaver, huh?
Pretzel.
That's what I thought. All right, so you're talking about Gusta Doogle?
Yeah, Gusta Doogle. I'm just a bit fishy in the head.
Yeah, he ate all the fish.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do? Like, he's totally changing the ecology of the whole world.
Yeah, all the fish are running away and going to one side of the earth, and that's why it tilts it.
So that brings me to my next question. So the band used to be called Joro Weaver and the Invasives, but you guys have recently changed it to Joro Weaver and the New Forest. What was up with that? Like, do you have anything to say about like what you guys decided to change the band name?
Interesting question.
Okay, you let Joro Weaver take care of that for you, huh? You just get a paycheck at the end of the show, and you go on and have some treats and go on to the next show, huh?
I just have some fun and live in my ditch. It's the best thing ever. And you know what I do for dinner?
You know, they felt like they were done being invaders and just wanted to be the New Forest. Is that right? What would you say about that?
Pretzel. Wacky pretzel.
That's amazing. So this whole New Forest concept, you know, it's this forest that never existed before, and so your guys' songs are like going into new realms, playing beats that have never been played before. You're playing sounds and writing custom lyrics to each crowd that you go to. So where do you guys get all this inspiration from? Is it mainly from Joro Weaver? Is she really doing that much for your band and you guys just are holding down and creating these new grooves from what she's writing? Or are you guys actually writing some of these grooves and sounds yourself? Hildeditch?
Well, I've been going to the Grand Canyon, and that's what's been helping me.
That's a big ditch, huh?
A very big ditch.
Yeah, that would be inspiring to any ditch dweller.
So, where I get my inspiration, I go down to the cornfields and look at all the little corn things.
Ears?
No, not the ears, the corn pebbles.
The pebbles? What, the actual farm?
Yeah, and then I get the milk and then I put them in, because what person puts the cereal in first?
Yeah.
Well, where I get my pretzel band thing, I get it from a tornado pretzel.
That's amazing. But back to you, George. Can you tell us a little bit more? You mean kernels, right? Or you mean corn pebbles? That's some part of the corn plant that I never heard of. I mean, it makes sense to go down and like try your instruments out and play them for some cornfield, because they all have ears. It's a bunch of ears to listen to what you're doing and hear what you got, and maybe they can give you some feedback. He said feedback. Of course, corn usually gives some feedback, but people usually give it to their animals.
I mean, sometimes it stumps me when they're all like dry and like they just don't give me inspiration because they're so dry with their speaking.
Yeah, you just want to grind them up and turn them into some cornbread or something.
Yep. Yeah, most of my ditch houses are by the cornfields, so I get what you're saying. I think the corn pebbles are on the inside, though, just from examining.
That's some inside information for y'all. Just, so you listeners keep that to yourself. Don't tell everyone. We don't want everyone to know where the corn pebbles come from. Because then Joro Weaver's band might be revealing too much here, I think. But we'll see. I think Joro Weaver will be fine with that. It's part of the new forest program she's working out here right now. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I want everybody to know what's really going on anyway. Well, hey, that's good. So, I'm inspired by that song, Honeysuckle Over the Celandine. Can you tell me a little bit about that? About how the honeysuckle over the celandine worked out? It's taking some Asiatic bush beats and infusing it with an underlayer of what people are calling buttercups these days, but it's that lesser celandine kind of rhythm undertone, and then you're capping it off with some old white oak.
Pretzel.
This is a hard question. Let me think about it for 10 minutes.
Okay. I mean, I am curious about the autumn olives versus the Russian olive song. I think that's a great concept. You put two of these things that aren't even actually olives, and you put them together into a song that is like a versus thing, kind of like the Gusta Doogle versus Joro Weaver kind of thing. Everybody gets excited about a good combat situation, like who's going to win, who's going to stand on top, who's going to get knocked out first kind of thing. So what do you think about that?
Yep, we just want all of it.
That's amazing. It's amazing. So what else is going on here in the New Forest?
So, Olivia stole all our olives. I do not like her music.
Really? That's amazing. I don't know much about that.
Her album's called Sour too, but it really should be salty, because she likes them olives so much.
Interesting. Make some olive tapenade. Mix a little salt with that. What else where would you put salt?
On a pretzel.
Very good, very good, very good. That's amazing. Absolutely incredible. So, I've got a couple more questions for you guys. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the time here.
I might need
So-
to retire to my ditch soon, but maybe 2 more.
My
This is one of
cornfield's
the-
calling me.
This is one of those questions I often ask members of bands. Such as yours? Do you have any tattoos? And what are they? And could you tell us about where you were inspired to get them?
I got a mud splatter, because I love mud, on my armpit. It looks so pretty.
I bet when you play the guitar and you hold your arm up in the air to the audience, they can see that in there and they just start going crazy, huh? Yep. How about you, George?
I got a corn cob on all my fingers. Each one has the word corn on it. And when I go shopping for my corn varieties, there's more than 3,000 corn varieties. But typically I like the orange corn because it has a nice texture. And I also got my nails permanently turned into corn pebbles.
I bet that having your fingertips turned into corn pebbles really helps you slap the bass guitar and get that sound just right, huh? And how about you? What kind of tattoos do you got?
Pretzels.
Ah, that's great. I bet that really helps you kick those beats in to groove right when the band needs you to, huh?
Pretzels are the SMEs.
Incredible. These people are incredible. You guys should meet them someday. If you haven't seen a Joro Weaver and the New Forest Band perform somewhere, I definitely recommend it. Right now, I'm going to play you a few cuts from one of their songs.
Meow, meow, autumn olives, ah.
Out in the cornfield with my corn buddies with some corn pebbles, eating corn lemonade, riding a cow.
Pretzel, 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 pretzel.
Corn.
Welcome to the New Forest.
You gotta get in.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you guys for being here with us. So I really enjoyed that. Joro, your band is amazing. You're amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Ande the Elf. Really appreciate you being here to have us and talk about it. Look forward to seeing everybody soon. Wake the farm up. Keep listening to this podcast. Explore the other episodes. Have fun. Stay tuned. Every 5th episode will be friendly for you and your children to enjoy the strange lands. Thank you. Come again. Join Ande the Elf and the strange, fictitious creatures of the world. Who knows who we'll be talking to next? Maybe we'll even find out what happened between Gusta Doogle and Joro Weaver. Thank you. Peace. I guess I'll have to find something to eat around here. Gusta Doogle, what are you doing here? I'm going to eat you, Joro. I'm hungry.